People on Instagram didn't realize what you're seeing there is the peak of me working for 2 months to be at peak physique on that day, on that afternoon that I was going to shoot those photos. Do you remember Hans and Franz?
I do remember them.
We're
yes.
here to hump you up. We're here to hump you up.
If you don't work out, somebody should grab you by the jockstrap and give you the wedgie of your life.
Yeah, you fat, slutty pigs, you know that.
Welcome to Two Gaming Dudes.
All right, we're going to alienate some of our pop culture video game fans by doing a fitness vid here.
Sorry about that.
We need to address Sam Sulek. Not so much him personally. What is happening to fitness in general?
Like specifically like the fitness influencers.
Influencers.
Yeah.
As I was explaining earlier.
Man, I hate that. There's like 2 or 3 that I actually like and respect. The rest is just nonsense.
Mostly what I want to address is how much it's bullshit. By that I mean it's giving... There are 2 problems. One,
all right,
it's horse shit. Kids jump on Instagram and they see this stuff and they think that's a physique and that's what you're supposed to look like. And they...
Yeah, I can obtain that. I can get that. You know.
And even though everybody knows they're cranked and juiced out of their minds and using all kinds of performance enhancers, which was always the case, you always do in your muscle and fitness, you knew this guy's doing what the fuck. It's become normalized now. Over the past few years, we've been conditioned to think, yeah, he's an influencer, he's on steroids. If I want to get that big, I'm going to have to go on steroids. And it's become normal. And people are dying at an accelerated rate because we've normalized it.
Now, how much of that is also Hollywood? And like, you know, the Thor and the, you know, the physiques like that you get to see on screen.
Yeah.
Who you know they're cranked out of their minds, but you know, they're not going to admit it. None of these influencers ever just come out and say it. So,
well, a lot do. That's the thing. A lot of them are now, yeah. So even because we had that Studley, the Thor phenomenon, even back in the 80s with Arnold, who started all this shit, who ironically at the start of his career was told, you're just too big and muscular. Nobody's going to buy you on camera as an action hero. This is stupid. You look ridiculous.
Right.
Even back then, everybody knew, all right, he's obviously on steroids. You're not going to look like that because you have to do steroids to look like that. And here are all the bad things about steroids. Okay. Nobody cares about the bad stuff anymore.
When I was younger, because so many of them would come out and be like, oh, it's chicken and broccoli and rice. That's the trifecta, and you're going to get this amazing body. I kind of believed it. Like I had convinced myself, yeah, that's right. I want a physique like this, so I'm just going to eat a lot of chicken, broccoli, and rice, work out real hard every day. Yeah. But I could never achieve that look. I couldn't get there. And I didn't really understand it until I started getting shown, all right, these are steroids and this is what they do. I was like, oh, suddenly the world made sense.
Right. So those are the issues that I have with the fitness world right now. The easiest one to address is it's bullshit. What you're seeing on Instagram, what you're seeing on camera is bullshit.
This guy right here, there's like a before and after of him at age 19 and him at age 21.
He's 21 years old now, yeah. 21, 240 pounds. At 19, he was a regular dude. He put on that 80 pounds in 2 years. He's going to die really, really quickly if he continues like this.
Yeah, it's...
Very quickly. This is a suicide stack that he's shooting right now.
Because it's not just muscle growth. Your organs are growing. Like
right.
It's bad for you all around. They do these injections in cattle because they're about to kill them and turn them into hamburgers and steaks.
Okay, so yeah, the king of all steroids is trenbolone acetate. It's a bovine injection.
Yes.
For cows that are about to get bulked up, and then you slaughter them and you have really big steaks.
Yes.
And then somebody realized, well, if I inject it myself, yes, you get the same result.
Really big. Yes, but
But when I say it's bullshit, I'll put up a picture of me at my fucking peak. At my peak. The best physique I ever came with.
Okay.
And I put it up on Instagram and it got, likes, and the gay boys all wanted to fuck me and all that. Okay,
I'll send you mine too.
Okay.
So we can put up mine. That's the best physique I've ever had.
People on Instagram didn't realize what you're seeing there is the peak of me working for 2 months to be at peak physique on that day, on that afternoon that I was going to shoot those photos.
And for me, it was closer to 6. It was
Okay.
like 6 months to try to get to that point where I was like, okay, time to take the photos. I think I'm at a
Right.
good spot. And let me tell you, afterwards, I was like, oh, thank God that's over with. And then like a lot of it started to go away.
So much like any Instagram that you're seeing, that's not really what I look like. I'm not saying it's a fake photo. It's me. It's not Photoshopped.
Same. That's me.
That's what I peaked at for those couple hours on that particular day. And then I'll put up a photo of what I normally look like. And then I'll put up a photo of what I normally look like in the off season. Because I cannot fucking live in a calorie deficit and lift that heavy all year round. I'll fucking break down. I can't do it.
No, I can't either. I cannot lift crazy heavy over and over and over again all the
Yeah.
time. I can't heal fast enough. I end up going to the gym and I am so sore that I don't have any strength. I watch my strength just take this horrible dip and I start to lose enthusiasm and like it's just this awful spiral.
So on the day that we look our best, we are actually our weakest and most unhealthy.
Yes.
The other two photos are much more realistic examples of what I normally look like. And the one in the winter time when I'm eating like normal, it's vast difference from what I walk around in the summer and vast difference from what I did on that peak day. It could be a contest, it could be a photo shoot.
It could be a party.
What you're
Whatever
seeing
it is.
right, what you're seeing on that Instagram, you are seeing a snapshot of that particular second, months of build up to peak on that day.
Now,
And most of them are cranked out of their fucking mind too.
now keep in mind, like in the world of Hollywood, like for the Thor movies and such, every scene where he's going to be shirtless, you film that first.
Yeah.
You get him to that point, you film that, and from that point on, all the rest of the scenes where he's got a shirt on and stuff like that, okay, because as we film, that physique is going to start going down and start going
Yeah.
down. But then you have people like this who somehow manage to look like this all the time. And that cannot be, well, I know, it is not healthy.
It's not. Some young kids are out there watching. Who are these oldsters who are going to tell us what we can and can't do? I'm not your dad. I can't tell you how to live your life.
No, you're going to do what you're going to do.
But I'm old
But-
enough that I've lived through your life already. Wherever you are, unless you're in your 40s, I've been to whatever stage in life you're in right now. So I think I've got a little experience to speak from.
Right.
This guy here doing this shit at age 21, besides that he's risking his health, he's leaving gains on the table because he hasn't even reached his natural potential yet. Normally by 25, 26, 27 years old, as you're approaching 30, if you've been doing this consistently, you're going to reach what your natural peak is.
Yeah.
And at that point, you have to decide for yourself if it's worth going to the dark side. If you're going to make a career out of it, you may have no choice. You can make a career out of it being natural just as easily. Well, maybe not as
yeah.
easily, but
Well, I mean, but you absolutely can.
but you can. But by doing it at this age, he has put himself at incredible risk and leaving behind potential reward.
Yeah.
Had he done this at age 30, had he continued lifting natural, reached that maximum genetic potential, and then you jump on the sauce slowly and start getting it to the ridiculous IFBB pro levels.
Even if you hadn't gone quite that route, I mean, he would have had. He already had a pretty amazing physique as a swimmer.
Yeah.
He looked great, but for whatever reason, he wanted to be big, like really big, like crazy big. Hang on, I think he's gonna take his shirt off. I want to see what this looks like here.
He looks incredible. He looks fucking incredible, other than his skin is racked with acne because of the hormone changes. But
Right.
he looks fucking incredible. Like a couple months out of stage ready. If he was doing a show. But again, even in the golden era, when guys were doing, back then it was Test and Deca and D-Ball. Now there's some crazy ass shit. But even back in those days, Arnold and Lou Ferrigno and Columbo, they didn't do it 24/7 year round because they
No.
knew they would fucking die.
They also had a doctor with them, and the doctor would like monitor them and make sure that they were okay and help them through their cycles.
And in
They
the
weren't just winging it off of what they found online.
in the off season they would come off.
Yeah.
And let their body heal. This guy's liver is inflamed beyond belief,
Oh, I can imagine.
and his nipples are starting to get bitchy. Okay, the guy looks like a cartoon character. I get it.
Yeah.
That's not the issue. Is he going to make it to 50?
I don't know. I don't know if he's going to make it past 30,
I mean-
honestly. I mean, at this rate, at 21 already this big?
Joe Linder went the same way. Joe Aesthetics died before 30.
Yeah.
Ziz went the same way, died at 20 something. There's a whole lot of young influencers that died before 30 in the last couple of years. I think it's because we've fucking normalized it. We've just resigned ourselves to saying, oh, okay, well, big, giant, studly influencer, you got to be on steroids. And that's okay. That's cool. Because they're fine.
They're not fine.
You might be fine.
They're
Well,
not.
you might fuck yourself. Even if you don't drop dead, you're not going to be able to stay on this stuff permanently. You are almost certainly shutting down your endogenous test production.
And here's one more thing. One more thing I really want to throw out there. Why are you doing this? Are you doing this because you want to attract the ladies? Because
That's not going to do
it's
it.
not going to do it. You know who you attract? You attract dudes like us who will stare at you going, wow, you're huge. Can I touch? Man, you're big. I mean, let me feel your arm. Let me see how big. Dudes do that.
We've talked about this many times. Anytime I'm in the gym and I make a studly lift, 315.
Ugh.
The
And
girls, they never get up off their
they do not
off their
care.
ski machine. They don't give a shit. The 15-year-old boys all come running over and, dude, that was awesome. And then the next question, can you get me steroids? No.
Oh man.
So you know, look, just think clearly and logically. I know you're young. You want to look studly. You want to snatch tail and look
sure, and I get that.
completely
I get
understand.
That. I get that completely.
But that's such a
What?
short period. You can still score tail
Yeah.
and be healthy and be studly too. You can build a studly physique at age 21 when your body is flush with androgens. You're never more primed to make amazing gains than at that age.
Absolutely. Just eat healthy, hit the weights. That's it.
This was just in
And hell,
general.
at 21, you didn't even have to eat all that healthy.
Oh, he doesn't.
Metabolism is flying, so you just
Yeah.
eat garbage and lift weights. You'd be all right.
Part of what made this guy blow up in the last month is that he eats shit. Jugs of chocolate milk and whole boxes of Cinnamon Toast Crunch and just
Yeah.
he eats fucking garbage. Which, if you're shooting over a gram a week of fucking steroids, I guess you can get away with.
I guess, but
But the skin is just the outside
man,
of it. His liver is inflamed. He's doing kidney damage.
God.
He's doing cardiovascular damage.
I eat like a McDonald's meal, and I want to die. Like my stomach is just churning from it. So I don't get it.
We're not picking on Sam Sulek. Per se.
No, not
You're
him
saying-
specifically. Just influencers like him, people who have made a career being online, trying to. I hate this. Trying to educate young guys as to how you can get big, and that sucks.
It's become normalized, and it's so easy to get shit now.
Yeah.
You just type in a search for SARMs, and it's in your house in a
know
couple
what?
days.
You know what I want to do for anybody who's watched this long, anyway. I'm gonna put some links down in the description. I'll send them over to you. So put these in the description. There are a couple of influencers out there that I actually do like. That they're truly
Okay, good. Yeah.
They're
I'll add a few of mine
upfront.
too.
Yeah, they're upfront. They're honest. They're going to tell you exactly how things are, and they're going to give you some really good workout advice. So
Excellent. Okay, we'll do
you
that.
got them, and I think you've got also a couple of people who will get into what these different steroids truly are and what they do to you. So
Maybe we could do one of those.
oh yeah.
We could do like a
one
list of
those.
the most popular, the benefits and the risks.
Yeah, and you know what? There's even
We could do
a
that.
small handful of those that we can even speak from a little bit of experience
Quite right.
on our own. So if you're interested in seeing something like that, throw that in the comments down below. We'd love to talk about that.
I am a healthcare professional. Endocrinology is my shit.
I'm not. I learn everything from the internet. So
All right. All right, maybe we'll do that. We'll do a list of the most popular
When I went on
Yeah,
Twitter,
okay,
they
I-
told me this is how much to inject.
This guy on Twitter told you that?
That's
Oh,
usually
you're
how
gonna
it
lose
goes.
your tweeter.
That's Well, we'll talk about those side effects too. So, all right, I guess that's it.
Click subscribe. We'll do more fitness stuff.
Bye.